Hey there, this is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Thanks so much for joining us on Facebook Live, week number 11, day number 4, where this week we're sharing our best postural strategies that we use with our older adults, which also happen to be the same strategies we teach our youth athletes, as well as our professional athletes, as well as we teach our general population, as well as the ones that we use on ourselves. Because the postural strategies we are sharing with you are based around the principles of the integrative movement system. And that's a principle-based approach versus a method-based approach. Methods change, principles don't change. They apply to all our populations. So we've shared two of our best and favorite postural exercises that we use with our older adults. And that's the modified wall plank as well as the suspension pull-ups and or suspension body rows. So today I'm going to share with a third of our favorite 3 postural exercises, and that's the modified supported or the supported wall hip hinge pattern. We love this pattern because it does a couple things. Number one, it helps our clients develop awareness of their head and neck over top their thoracolpelvic cylinder, over top their base of support or their feet. Number two, it creates lengthening underneath their arms because too many of our clients are pulling down heavy with their shoulders upon their rib cage, and that often compresses the rib cage, inhibits their breathing, and also compresses them into their rotations or the flexions or the overextension type postures that they're already in. And number 3, helps them mobilize through the hips because too many of our clients are stuck in that posterior pelvic tilted position because they're over gripping their posterior hips and or they're just holding their thorax behind their pelvis. So this is a great pattern because it restores optimal alignment of the thoracolpelvic cylinder, head and neck. It helps to mobilize the shoulders and lengthen underneath the arms, and it also helps to mobilize the hips and lengthen through the posterior hip complex so the client can actually stack themselves back over top their base of support or their feet more effectively. Here's how the pattern looks. We have our clients stand facing the wall, about shoulder width away from the wall. They'll think about being long through the back of their head and the back of their rib cage as if they're being pulled up from a string towards the ceiling. Again, this is just the best position our clients can get into. They'll place their feet about hip width apart. They're going to place their hands on the wall about shoulder height. From here, step back just a bit, and now they're going to breathe in this position, and as they breathe out, they're going to feel as if they're sitting back in their hips. There should be no change in their head and neck alignment or their thoracolpelvic cylinder alignment. So the position here is the same position as it is here. The only difference is we're mobilizing underneath the arms, lengthening here, and we're also mobilizing through the hips, the posterior hip complex, lengthening the hamstrings to sit back in the hips and get that whole thoracolpelvic cylinder rotating anteriorly over top of the femoral heads. Breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in, sitting back in the hips, and then one more time, breathing in and then breathing out to sit back in the hips. Excellent pattern to mobilize the shoulders, mobilize the hips, retrain the optimal alignment of the thoracolpelvic cylinder. We teach our clients, especially clients that sit for a living, this is a great pattern to do to get out of their chair, put their hands up against the door or the wall at their office, do 5 hip hinges, supported hip hinges with the wall, with breathing, I should say, and then go back and sit in their chair and go back to their work. Great postural exercise as well as a great micro habit breaking their habits of postural sitting to reinforce more optimal alignment, more efficient alignment, more sustainable strategy for our older clients. So there you have it, the 3 postural exercises we teach all our clients regardless of how they present to us and what their functional goals are. So I hope you enjoyed those 3 videos. Tomorrow I'm going to come back and just summarize what we talked about and also show you how you incorporate these concepts into a functional exercise progression that many of us do with our clients, so your clients have a postural and movement strategy that's more optimal, more efficient, and more sustainable. This is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning on Facebook Live.